I feel bad for the bad guy, and that is not their intent.
No, I don't feel bad for the bad. No.
No, Mike, I do agree.
So here's what the movie's about. There's this idyllic island in the Mediterranean with a benevolent king that runs the place, correct?
Correct.
This is how we're establishing
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
No one is forced to live on this island.
No.
No one is being imprisoned by this king. We see that Asha, our main character, is actually a tour guide who's welcoming people who are coming willingly to this place to see what's
Right.
happening.
Uh-huh.
The crux of the story is when you turn 18, you can voluntarily, correct?
Correct.
Approach this magical king to give him your wish under the assumption that there is a chance that he will eventually grant it at some point.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
And when you give it to him, you forget what your wish was. He, once a month, comes out and grants a couple wishes, like a lottery.
Yeah, that's correct.
And this girl, Asha, gets an interview with the king to potentially be his personal assistant. And in the process of that awkward interview, she learns that he's not going to grant her grandfather's wish because he thinks it's too broad, right?
Yeah, it challenges his control.
It's not specific
Dangerous.
enough. It could challenge his power, right? Again, willingly given up. And so Asha decides that this isn't good, and she leads a rebellion against this man who is, other than being somewhat selfish, is helping lots of people.
Correct. We're on the same page, Mike.
And then she, in her anger at the king or whatever, goes and wishes upon a star, this is supposed to be like the beginning of wishing upon a star. This like now begins the Disney universe, so to speak. When the star comes down, it casts this giant light over the kingdom that's confusing. People are confused and surprised. And the king, who is the leader of this kingdom,
Yeah.
is surprised and doesn't know what to do,
Uh-huh.
as anyone would. And so he reluctantly takes out his super bad spell book and kind of gets taken over by it, et cetera, et cetera. I think that the main thread of the plot of Asha being offended that her grandfather's lottery ticket isn't going to be pulled is awful and offensive.
I agree.
What's stopping any of these characters from just having another wish or or wishing the same thing on accident?
Does it remove that agency from their soul when they make the wish?
Well, and then his wife straight up abandons him, and maybe there's like some abusive relationship we don't know about.
Maybe.
You know, maybe there's more to
Yeah.
it. But the fact that she doesn't try to help him, and she just, at the end, just sticks him in a mirror and puts him in a dungeon,